welcome to today's stream. Woohoo! Oh my god. Chat, you're almost invisible. Oh no, chat. White against yellow is not a good combo. I didn't think about that though. Hi, we have subtitles on the stream though. Isn't that kind of wild? Isn't that kind of wild? Oh my gosh. Wait a second. Hold on, chat. Don't worry. I'm gonna fix you. I'm gonna make y'all like a darker gold color, I guess. A darker gold. And see if that helps with visibility. Does that change anything? I don't know if that changes anything. Anyways, yes, welcome to today's stream. Sorry, of course there's scuff, because there's always scuff. That's just how things are with this type of thing. But today we're gonna be writing a story together, or attempting to write a story together. I don't actually know how this will go. Honestly, this could go many ways. But yeah, I added a couple new things to stream. I did want to talk about those a little bit before we start. I know some people might be like, no, start already. Just wait a second. Just give me a moment. Basically, I added the timer so you guys have more of an idea on like the waiting room screen about like when... why are the captions Comic Sans? Because why not? Actually, this is just what I have set up for now, but I was thinking I want to make the captions look more anime-esque, so I'm gonna be studying up on how anime captions look like, and then I'll switch it to look like that. But anyways, I did want to make my streams a little bit more accessible, so that's why I added captions, and I was like, why not for the story-making stream? Why not add it for the story-making stream? And then also, I added the timer so you guys have more of an idea like when stream will start like fully. But yeah, we're in a cafe today because why not have the vibes of writing in a cafe? Oh my god, the music is so loud. Why not have the vibes of writing in a cafe with chats? This is the vibes right now. And you guys may be wondering, but wait, Maelo, why do you have a book in front of you? Well, why do the subtitles say Maelo? It's Maelo. Maelo. Maelo? Maelo. Maelo. Wait, y'all. I can't even see. Okay, chat for today will just be black. Well, we're gonna have a black font, so you guys can show up better. Oh, but now chat has disappeared. That's okay. You guys will show up in a second. Anyways, Melon? Not Melon. Also, congratulations on not going to school any longer, Beastwarmer. Congrats. I actually need to wash my feet. Okay. I mean, I didn't need to know that, but cool. We're gonna make chat a little bigger. It might leave the screen though if I make it that big. I don't know. We'll see how this works out. Anyways, yes. So now we have subtitles. Now we have a timer at the beginning of the intro screen. And oh yeah, I meant to continue my antics from earlier, but then I got distracted by the fact that the captions don't spell Maelo correctly. That's okay. I mean, this is still better than nothing. But what I was gonna say is, but wait, you guys may be wondering, why is there a book in front of me? Because I personally, when I write things, I like to do a combination of both writing on a laptop and writing things down. But when I'm like first coming up with a concept for a story, I like writing things down in like a notebook. And so that's why I have this book in front of me. And also, ta-da! The sheet of paper that we will be writing things on! Yay! For you the chats to be able to see, basically. But it's something that I just kind of do pretty regularly, where I just kind of... What do you call it? Write on things manually instead of on on a screen. I don't know how else to say it. But I feel like I retain the information of my stories a lot easier if I write things down, and I feel like something about how you space things on a physical paper helps with, like, basically keeping track of things. I don't know. This is my personal thing. Obviously, everyone has their own different, like, writing styles to things and stuff like that, but I thought that in today's stream, we're just gonna go through the different, like, sections of what makes up a story. And then with you, along with you guys in chat, we'll be basically going through each of the different sections and just figuring out, like, you know, like, things like the plot and, like, what characters there will be in this story, as well as, like, the setting and just the basics of just creating a story, basically. And then once we have the set basics done, I don't know if we'll get to it in this stream, but once we have the set basics done, basically, then we'll do another stream. We'll do another stream where it will be basically an interactive, like, story stream, kind of like this one, but this time we will actually be going or more like that time we'll actually be going through the story and witnessing how it unfolds, basically. Someone in my Discord suggested we could do something that's kind of like D&D-esque, where if chats can't decide what direction the story can take, then we will have just like some sort of dice or, like, roulette wheel where basically it will choose what direction we will take if we can't decide. If, like, chat's, like, divided between two different options. But let me actually pull up the list of things that we will be going through. So we're gonna start with genre, and then we'll move on to setting, and then characters/characters. I don't know how many characters we're gonna want in this story, but then we'll have plot, theme, and then conflict. So, I added conflict there at the end just because, I mean, technically, conflict is like an extra added thing to just kind of give more depth to your story, but you don't have to think about the conflict right away. Sometimes you can just think about, like, basically just, like, what you, like, what do you call it? What do you call it? I'm literally blanking right now. I'm literally blanking. What was I going? What was I talking about? Anyways, to add some extra thought behind the story when you first make it. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. Also, I do indeed have a cup of coffee next to me. Unfortunately, yeah, and it's a snack with me. So this is good writing vibes, basically. Also, I hope the music isn't too loud. Let me know if you guys think the music gets too loud at any point. But yes, welcome everyone to POV Writing at a coffee shop with your local wood elf. Let's see. Plot should be a Cinderella killer and the romance with the dog? What? What? What does that even mean? Wait, hold on. We haven't even started. We're not starting with plot. We're starting with genre. Or I should think. Yeah. What? Okay. Hold on. Slow down. We're moving too quickly. Besides, if there's multiple decision factors of things, I want to make sure people can vote on stuff. I'll probably set up polls if people are divided. Trust me, I'm smart. It's not a matter of smartness, it's a matter of, does this make sense? I don't know. Anyways. I know 1 + 1 is... Why is chat so small for me? What? 5 out of... How did you do that? I don't even know how you do that in YouTube chat. What? Okay, anyways. Yeah, so let's start with genre, basically. There are various genres within the writing sphere and various sub-genres outside of it. So there's like... We have like fantasy, and then there's sci-fi. There's also romance, there's also comedy. What else? What else am I thinking of? I'm thinking of a lot of just the fiction subgenres, but I mean, I think we're gonna be sticking with fiction for this one, so 1.5, 1/3, 1/4, 1/5, 1/6, 1/8. Nice. Nice. Romance? Yeah, I could tell from you saying that Sundar Killer and romance with the dog. I don't even know. Like, what is that? What? There's romance, and then you can always mishmash things, because, like, steampunk is, like, technically, like, sci-fi, but, like, historical sci-fi? Question mark? Because I don't actually know. I don't know. If we were to break it down, steampunk is kind of like sci-fi and historical stuffs. Because it tends to be set around what would have happened if the the invention revolution type of thing were set in an earlier time, maybe? Or just like in a more advanced setting? I don't know. I want to make this curse steampunk and romance or something would be fire. Steampunk and romance would be an interesting genre. That's true, steampunk and romance. I should probably actually change, because genres don't have to be limited to just one. Hold on, let me go here, and then let's change this from genre to genres? Question mark? Alright, so we got steampunk and romance. Anything else that anyone would like to write in chat if you so wish? Obviously, if you guys can't think of anything, that's fine too. We could also always just roulette wheel this. If anyone's not sure, we can always roulette wheel this. Sometimes when I can't decide what I want to do with something specifically, I just put everything in a roulette wheel, let it spin, and then I'm like, okay, this is how we'll be doing things. Because I don't know, it's fun? I don't know what else to say. Action? Oh yeah, action's another one. Hello Axel! Welcome to the stream! Welcome, welcome! We're just now trying to decide what genre we want this story to be. We're going in order of genre, setting, character/characters, or genre/genres, I guess, and then plot, theme, and conflict. You came in just in time. So far, Beastwormer is saying steampunk or fantasy or action. We could have all of those. I think adventure should fit better. Adventure? I mean, action and adventure kind of go hand in hand. Medieval, does that count? That's more like a setting, I would say. Like medieval times or something. That's what I would say that would. We're having a lot of genres thrown around. Let's limit it to like 2 different genres, I guess. So like something like steampunk and romance, or you guys could do action/adventure. Well, adventure, yeah, is another thing. Medieval is, yeah, but medieval is definitely more of a setting, I'd say. Like a history set. Specific time point in history type of setting. So, is there any that you guys want more? I can't set up a poll, maybe. If you guys would prefer that as well. Because we got, I can write it down, the different options. So we got, I'll write it in chat. We got romance. Oh wait, I just sent out romance. I did not mean to send that out just like that. Hold on. I want like steampunk adventure or steampunk romance. Or maybe we can do 3 genres? I don't know, it's always, it kind of depends. Genres kind of get added as the story goes on type of thing. I can only do 4 options though. for the poll, which is unfortunate. Alright, any other thoughts? Actually, I meant to put up the poll, but I am not thinking. Okay, hold on. Genres. So, steampunk. We have romance. We have... I'll put adventure / action as in the same poll. What else do we have? I feel like I'm missing something. Horror? Yeah, horror's another genre we could go for. So you can't vote for more, or like vote for your most wanted one, and then we'll combine the ones that get voted for the most. There's a poll of some of the ones that have been listed. I would suggest mysticism, but that's not exactly a genre. Yeah, that's more like a subgenre. Or something, kind of. I think. Is it a subgenre? No, not even a subgenre. It's more just like a concept. I'd say that's more a concept. But yes, I put up the poll. Please vote, everyone. Please vote. I'm counting adventure and action kind of in the same thing, because when there's action, usually there's some sort of adventure. In fact, in most stories, if you really think about it, there's usually some type of adventure, even if it's not the typical like fantasy adventure that you think of. Also, let me state that I am not a professional writer whatsoever. I just like writing, and I thought this would be fun, and I also just love stories. So, again, I'm not professional, but there are 2 other people here who are not talking. That's okay. Lurkers are more than welcome. Lurchers? No, I said lurker. There we go. Oh my gosh. The captions are fun. They're silly. Sometimes they put some silly words in there. Well, we can help in anything that's necessary? Yeah. I mean, again, like I said, you guys can just throw out suggestions, and we can just throw things in a roulette wheel and have it choose randomly. But, okay. I'm gonna end the poll in like 10 more seconds. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee in the meantime. Wow! Okay. I had my writer era and B had as well. I don't know about B, but yeah. I feel like we all tend to have a writer and a era at some point. Enda? I almost said Enda. I meant era? Era. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna end the poll in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so the top 2 that were voted are adventure action / action, and then steampunk. Alright, let me write that. Let me write that down. Everyone, write that down. Just kidding. I'm writing this down. So that's the genres we're going with. Adventure, action, steampunk. Sorry, Beeswarmer, we're not doing romance this time around. But it's long gone. The delay is crazy with the subtitles. Yeah, they tend to be. Nothing is usually perfect with the subtitles, unfortunately. Wait, where'd they go? Where'd my subtitles go? Hello? Like 3 to 5 second delay? I wonder if I can switch it from here. Technically, I can change the broadcast to be a little bit more on time, but the quality of the stream might go down if I do that. Actually, I think I would have to stop the stream and then come back. Yeah, I guess everyone had the amazing idea that could be easily a game or something, but don't create games. Sometimes there is that too. Yeah, you're right. Oh my gosh, the text. I'm gonna have to like shrink it every time I add anything. Can you guys read that? You guys read the text that way? Wait, what happened to my captions though? That's my question. Oh, hold on. Captions, text. Wait, why did it stop working? Save? Oh, there we go. Hello? There we go. I don't know why it stopped working all of a sudden. That was weird. If I ever become famous author, I'd probably be making a romance manga. Go chase after your shoujo manga dreams. Go chase after your shoujo manga dreams. I believe in you. Alright, so we've chosen genres. We got adventure, action, and steampunk. Yeah, I guess we'll move on to setting. So, settings are like medieval time periods. Basically, settings tend to be like what time period or like what specific, like where it's specifically located. So like if it's in the middle of a bustling city or out in a rural like village somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, but it could also just be specific time periods in history, kind of like medieval era or like the let's see, like 1920s era is another one. What's another one that a lot of people tend to do stories in? Just modern in general is another one. But there's one other one that I'm like forgetting the name of that I know people use like literally all the time, but I can't remember. Renaissance era? There we go. Renaissance. The era of the Renaissance. There's also that. Hello, Soul Dipper. Welcome in. Indeed, but yeah, I have no romance in my life. That's okay. You don't have to have romance in your life to be a romantic person. I thought about creating romance stories too, but my thing is more like selfish warlocks? Like character-wise? Selfish warlocks character-wise? I never see myself having a GF or wife, the irony. No worries. Well, the subtitles, right? I wanted to make it a little bit more accessible, so that's why I have subtitles live on the screen. And I'm thinking, right now they're in Comic Sans, but I'm thinking of making them more anime-like at another time. Because why not? Because why not? Anyways, they don't work the best of the best, but it's better than nothing for people who maybe can't hear the stream or just don't have the ability to, you know? So hopefully this will add a bit more context to my streams for people. We have chosen our genres. We had adventure, action, and steampunk. How about setting, guys? Do you guys have any suggestions for settings? Yeah, whenever I write stories, I love to make selfish switches just to crush their pride further in story. Oh, okay. Interesting. Having a GF/wife or children sounds like too much work, not my thing. I mean, really, everyone can live their lives how they wish to. As long as, you know, you're not causing harm to anyone else. I had mentioned an example that I use as inspiration, but probably nobody here knows. Tell me your ideas. Any ideas are good. For settings, the one we mentioned before, medieval fantasy. Yeah, that could be one. technically this still can be set in a fantasy setting. Fantasy can also just be a setting. Mechanized trees? I mean, we do have steampunk in here. But that's like more about... Oh, that's more like world building. Hold on. Guys, I can't believe I forgot to include world building. Hello? Well, I guess that's part of setting. Setting... Well, I guess that's... Okay, this is like the general basis of not streams, stories. And then we can probably go do a deep, like, further dive of things. Steampunk and medieval mixed together as a setting? Medieval steampunk? How would that work? Wait, how would that work? Medieval steampunk? Because like when you think of medieval times, it's like really low technology, So, but then I guess like most people tend to think about like having knights and usually a royal court of some sort. It could work if we really think about it. Like if we think about the like what they had as weapons and just technology at the time, but just enhance it more. Do you guys want to go with medieval steampunk? Like medieval for the setting? As an archetype of the character I like is like Fierce from Dark Deception? What is Dark Deception? Is that a game? For those who don't know, she's a witch who has beef with the demon. She's bad, but she slays a lot. True queen. Hey, nice. Rocket sword, chainsaw, axe? Oh my gosh. Screw it, Warhammer? These are just weapons. Has nothing to do with the setting. I mean, kind of. But like, we're trying to think of just the setting right now. Guys, stay on track. Steampunk Knights would be sick. Honestly, yeah. I think that would be cool. Medieval steampunk, like the more royal aspect of the Victorian era. Victorian era is different from medieval. It is very, very different. Modern world, but humanity screwed itself so much that they lived back around to Stone Age and now medieval times with some technological twists. Anyways, hi, Sammy! Oh my God, welcome in. How you doing? I feel like it's been. Wait, when did I get this? I feel like it's been forever since I seen you in chat. How you doing? We're literally just discussing settings. Modern world, but it got screwed up. Isn't that just the setting of Nair? Nair the game? Oh my gosh. I have a character that mixes medieval and steampunk into their design. They're only in my imagination. Nice. No, but when I talk about Victorian era, I speak more about steampunk theme. Oh. But most steampunk tends to be sent in, I think, the Edwardian era? I can't pronounce it properly, but the whenever Queen Victoria was alive, that like 1800s type of thing. Because your streams are like 12 a.m. Oh yeah, that's true. I forget my streams tend to run pretty late. I'm sorry, Sammy. This is literally the stream times that I have now though are the earliest I can do them unless it's like the weekend. Okay, but I guess we're going with medieval steampunk. Let me write that down before I forget. Medieval. Did I even spell that right? I don't think I spelled that right. Medieval? Medieval. I guess just medieval. Medieval, but modern? I like Sammy's idea. Medieval, but modern. Copper steam trains gears and all that. Yeah, technically there tends to be a lot of steam operated things. That's why the name steam is in steampunk. And like, yeah, it's a medieval setting, but lore-wise, we reset ourselves back. But there is some knowledge of past technology. They did figure out steam machines, though, so that's where steampunk comes in. Hey, nice. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be cool. They found a way to extract a certain substance that was just better than oil and stuff. The Tumblr people took over, and that's how it was with knights and stuff. I wonder, because I've seen a couple different settings with steampunk where it's like they either use, like, yeah, they extract some sort of substance, and then that substance creates steam, like this like special type of pressurized steam that tends to like make things run a lot. There's also other ones where I've seen where it's like this type of ether, kind of like more magical source of steampunk. That's more of an energy rather than just steam, like an energy source of some sort. Medieval but semi-modern knowledge. All right, let me add let me edit that. Semi-modern knowledge. Guys, I'm gonna expose myself with not knowing how to spell. Like Flintstones, but medieval. Flintstones is like in the the caveman era, whenever that was. It's not called the caveman era, but it's there. It's based off of old scripts and stuff, so from that they relearned about steam and shit through those, still too dumb for anything else. Humanity being stupid? No way. This is playing out exactly how I want? What do you mean? Boil water is always the solution? You're right. This is how they learned how to cook. That's how they learned how to cook. Just kidding. Actually, it was more like barbecuing stuff first. But anyways. So I just replicated some other inventions, but in a steam machine way rather than electricity. Oh, okay. Slay. Mix between mystical and steam technology? Stone Age? Ah, Stone Age! That's what I was thinking about. Thank you, Soul Dipper. Literally could not remember. Sam, I feel like you're like reading me. This is exactly what I'm thinking of. You're like me, but better. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Okay. So, oh, I did not spell that correctly. Hold on, give me a second. Not semi-modern. I also need a dash between semi and modern. Semi-modern. Ah. Also, guys, don't worry. I will be adding this in a Google Doc later and posting it in the Discords for people to access. I'll also probably post the link directly in the... what do you call it? YouTube stream description? After the stream, so you guys can take a look at it afterwards and be like, look at what we have created. Haha, type of thing. Okay, and then... okay, so we got some setting, we got some kind of world building stuffs. I'm gonna add the world building stuffs in the Google Doc real quick, actually. So setting, because otherwise I'm gonna forget. So give me a second, y'all. Setting medieval, but semi modern knowledge. Okay. Knowledge. And then we were suggesting like modern society regressed but still retained some, what is it, like knowledge of technology and relied on steam powered tech rather than oil tech, right? And then steampunk knights. I'm just gonna write that in there. Steampunk knights, steam powered weapon Oh, this is not... Ah! This song is not it. Okay. Weapon... Steam-powered weapon... Weapons. There we go. Okay. For some reason, when I laugh, I snort like a pig. Oh my gosh, those are some of the best types of laughs, though. Because it makes me laugh even harder. That can be put into a plot. What can? As a backstory? Oh, I have an idea. How about guitars made of CRT? Made out of what? What is that? Same kind of retained knowledge like the ones we have of ancient tools, just figuring it out from those before us. Ah. So it's medieval era, people trying to deconstruct our modern technology. Okay. How about guitars made of already a thing? What is CRT TVs? CRT TVs. Why am I not? Oh, these TVs. I had to search it up. I never know the name of anything, honestly. But, okay. So... medieval... era... people... deconstructing... modern... tools? Yeah, because, like... especially if there's like some weird sort of memory wipe thing, but then that would be going into like something else. If there's like some weird sort of memory wipe thing where all of a sudden all of the smart humans just perished or something, and then like all that remained was the people who have no idea how anything works, so they're like, all right. They're like, all right, we gotta figure out how these things work, but we're gonna use them all in the incorrect ways, but then also make it really... but also make it make sense type of thing. You know? Like, don't you guys think that'd be kind of crazy? Electronicos Fantasticos? Analog TVs? There you go. Easier? Ah, analog TVs. Now that's what I get. Thank you, Sammy. I'm having a happiness attack? Nice. Related to them bringing up CRTs? Yes, yes. Wait, y'all, my coffee's going cold. Give me a second. Alright, the nerds are so we have to figure everything out by ourselves. I just think that'd be kind of funny. I just think that'd be kind of funny. But that's just me. What do you guys think? Would it be kind of something like, I mean, I know we talked about how they were just left to deconstruct things, but like, how did humanity, like, I feel like most of humanity must have perished for something like that to have happened. For like modern, society to regress to the point where it's like, suddenly it's like back in this medieval times where people were like, trying more to survive rather than expand upon the skills that they really built on. Like, there was very limited skill sets back then. And very, very limited knowledge about just how the world worked in general. I think it'd be cool to have the whole dawn of the new era thing happen in an earlier year. We died out and then came back? Okay. That sounds great, but how did so many people die? I don't know. This is like some world building stuff. I should do settings / world building. Because that's technically what we're doing right now. I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? What wiped out humanity? So then it's kind of becoming sort of post-apocalyptic, don't you guys think? Just a little bit, you know? I'm gonna do this like this. CRT is basically how they actually produce video on the screen and stuff. It's like saying LED, LED TVs. Ah, that makes sense. Okay. Digital analog. Ah. Died in a nuclear war or something? You know, war is probably the biggest answer to that. Technology got too big. Big weapons destroyed everything. Humanity reset. Are you trying to make it a Fallout fan work? Oh, is that how Fallout works? It's not. The thing is, such a setting is not impossible. Because humanity. The way humanity is. So yeah, CRT is just how it's used to be done. Thus, CRT TV. Ah, and so the what do you call it? What's the thing when you shorten things to just letters? What do you call that? Why is literally all English leaving my brain? What do you call it? The shortening of words? Man, I forgot. Nah, fun fact, our pollution/energy waste has increased by 40% in the last 2 years just because of the AI fad. Oh. Abbreviation, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you, Beeswarmer. Yeah, that's not great. As a wood elf, I can agree that I am keeping an eye on things, and things are not looking great out there. Unfortunately. It could also just be that the fact that humanity got wiped out because of the... If we really want to go the global world warming pollution route, could just be because Earth just has started becoming unlivable, and then we have a Wall-E situation going on, except less advanced, and people are just desperately trying to survive. Michael is slowly un-Americanizing. I just never can speak any language, actually. But I don't know, it literally could devolve into any sort of thing. But maybe we can, I don't know. You guys want to keep thinking about how the world building is caused? So yeah, we could go the realistic route, so we start some stupid snake oil shit and it caused our planet to become a microwave. Also, all electricity systems collapsed before that due to the overheating and electricity waste. Okay. Due to overheating. But the thing is, like, I still am wondering how people regress so much to, like, go back to medieval times. Because, like, I feel like a lot of knowledge would have to be lost then, too. Like, things in both paper and in technology. Like, let's say that modern society advanced all the way to the point where we kept everything digitally. So then we lost literally everything else that had to be like manually done by our hands because we were so used to having things do things for us, mayhaps. Maybe that's the way. Hello, Kilo. Welcome to the stream. Right now we're doing some massive world building. Explaining how we completely lost it? Okay, yeah. The internet permanently went out. Even on modern day, we'd lose a ton of stuff. That's right. That's true. We'd lose so much information. And the thing is, like, so many people in the younger generations don't know how to do a lot of things that the older generations tend to do. So it's not impossible, especially if society advanced so much to the point where, like, everything was digitalized. Nothing was kept, like, in physical, like, copies anywhere. Okay. Yeah, I think that would work. I'm gonna write that down. Hold on. Guys, we're cooking. We're cooking right now. We're cooking. Okay. Society regressed back to the point of medieval times because when it was still modern, everything got digitalized. And no physical copies. Or okay, no, more like little to no physical copies remained, because I doubt there wouldn't be some people that would keep things just because it's retro. Just because it's retro. Okay, hold on. We're cooking. Okay, hold on. I'm writing this stuff down, otherwise I will. I'm gonna forget everything. Okay, only stuff that people thought was retro. Like, imagine most of the archive things that we have now are just magazines or something. Like, imagine just purely for the aesthetics. Thank you so much for the lurk, Soul Dipper. Hold on, I'll catch up with chat in a second once I'm done writing stuff. Okay. Little to no physical copies. And then the younger generations lost the ability to fix things manually. The massive loss of technology regressed them. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Kilo, also for looking. Thank you. All right, let's see. What did I miss? That could have some sort of curse from unknown entity secret organization that want a community to go back to the medieval era. Well, then we'd be going into fantasy. I don't know if we're having this in a fantasy setting. I think it's just medieval era steampunk type of thing. The only shit that survived was older books and stuff. There's a ton of modern technical stuff that survived in the forms of online hard drive copies by data hoarders and stuff, but all ways to get that info out of the drives have been lost or no longer work. Slay. Yeah. I feel like people would literally keep the most like useless books for the aesthetics. Like, what I feel like that's something that would happen actually. The reasons that they can't advance more is due to the lack of resources. Yeah, real like big lack of resources probably. Resources because the planet is in overheating because of global warming and such. Okay. Hard drives, SSDs, and generally local storage. Anything that has to do with radio waves of any sort really can mess things up. Maybe not entirely lost knowledge, but still a big impact. Yeah, I feel like there'd still be some things that would get retained, especially if the loss of information was a little bit more gradual. Especially if the loss of information was a little bit more gradual. Some people would probably start writing stuff down when they realize, like, oh crap, we're gonna lose all this stuff. We need to at least keep some of it. I ate all my marshmallow fluff and there's none left. Alright, pieces. Alright, pieces. I hope you get your marshmallow fluff. Is there an entire community dedicated to data hoarding? They don't delete anything. Most of them have setups with 20 plus terabytes of information. No way? Actually? Do you think that those like data hoarders will start writing things down manually if they realize that everything that's technologically advanced just no longer starts keeping things? Like, imagine the first data hoarder starts losing stuff. Then they all enter like they go into like a massive panic, or maybe they take the opportunity to gain control over the masses. Who knows? And again, those drives are useless until they figure out how to unload them. But don't you think that with the radio waves coming from the sun, they would also get damaged? If we're thinking about the scientific perspective of things. They do it for the sake of preservation most of the time? Oh, I see. I mean, it's a smart thing to do because you never know when things will just suddenly disappear. You never know. Okay. So let me switch the setting part here so some people can catch up. Medieval setting caused by modern societies downfall after a massive information loss due to the planet's fluctuating heat and the deterioration that's not how you spell that. Okay, deterioration of the planet. Nice. Like this? Okay. Nice. Good shit. Okay. Oh no, some of them are definitely damaged, but the caves and basements and older stores are viable. Yeah, okay, if we talk about basements that are deep underground, they could probably keep it from the heat affecting it so much. I think the rulers would have the most information, most likely. People would want to go, like, people who really are obsessed with the older times of politics would definitely hoard as much knowledge as they can, use that to become rulers of their different countries or something. The guy in Mod 4 just hit 350 subs? Nice! On a scale of 1 to 10, I think it'll be 5 to 6 chaotically, lol. The story? It's gonna be something else, that's for sure. It's just that our society hasn't caught up to technology that can get the info out of them. Okay. Okay, nice. They don't even know how to work or anything, but they do know they do contain information. Therefore, in the world, I can imagine them being kept and safely stored in new archives. For the day, that's they figure out how to use them. Oh. Okay. Alright, well, I have to go, y'all. Got this. Sammy, you better cook or else. What is with the evil text at the end? Bye-bye, Beeswarmer. Thank you so much for stopping by. Again, due to being in dotted harder spheres, some of them legit account for H damage. Oh my gosh. Keeping them in isolated places? Okay. Data stored in hard flash drives? What do we call them? Flash drives? Hard drives? Hard drives? Are stored underground and kept super safe in order to eventually access the treasure trove of information gathered in them. So this is gonna be an information-driven society. Well, Michael, I gotta go. Let's have me cook. Bye, Kilo. Have fun, y'all. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh my gosh. Even them in isolated places are even replacing the drives entirely with new manufactured ones. Every few years, drives in general. There's multiple? Okay, let me just write drives then. I wrote hard drives, but I was like, flash drives? Hard drives? Which ones? And drives. Okay. Information-based societies. Okay. Nice. So we got a lot of kind of like the world building stuffs. Now we gotta move on to characters. Like what would be the type of characters that would be in such situations like this? Or we could do plot first and then characters. It kind of depends on what we want to focus on first. Like if we want to create a plot for characters to be in, or create a plot surrounding the characters that are going to be in the story. There are multiple ways about going through a story. I generally tend to create characters before I create a plot. Or actually, no, that's not true. That's a lie. I usually create plot before I create characters. But a lot of people have a different steps for creating stories. Flash drives, SD drives, hard drives, disk drives, SSDs, etc. Ah, yeah. You're right. I only think about hard drives most of the time, but yeah, all of those also exist. They would all be left behind and stuff. Not all of it would be useful with info in them. Most of them for the surface are not even functioning, but they don't know that. Of course. They don't know that because they can't check. It's not like they can check, you know? Oh my god. No! I just realized Spotify is playing so many songs that have nothing to do with Streambeats, which is something that I forgot to include. Let me just shuffle play this, and then I'll have to keep an eye on like Spotify so it doesn't play songs that it shouldn't. Anyways. Let me see. How would you know something is broken if you don't even know how it works? Yeah, exactly. Big brains. Big brain. Okay. But what do you guys think? Should we move on to plot or stories? Or not stories. Bro, characters. I'm trying to say characters. Because we really could go with either one. My usual writing thing is making up world building stuff, then the basic plot, then refining that, and making up characters so on the spot as they fit, and then refining them. Okay, we can go with plot first. So let's go with plot first then. Because sometimes when you get a character concept, sometimes that ends up being easier. And then you make a plot, but most of the time you usually come up with a plot concept and then characters to fit in the plot. Ah, I can't spell. Okay, plot. There we go. So then, we have this deteriorated society. Who's gonna be the main characters of such a crazy deteriorated society? Like, is it gonna be someone that's gonna be going after the secret treasure hoard? Is it gonna be someone who is trying to advance technology on their own without using the hard drives? Is it gonna be multiple characters? Are we doing multiple perspectives in such a world? Like, there's a lot we gotta think about with this. We already have a fair bit of world stuff. Not all of it needs to matter that much, just the basics. Yeah. For me, characters and plot are pretty much instant on the same level. There is also that. That's true. I don't know. I feel like, to me, the characters always seem to come a little bit later. I'll usually come up with a plot concept, and I'll be like, okay, what type of characters would be in this type of plot concept? And then, yeah, they kind of go hand in hand and kind of fleshing out and becoming more of a, what is it, like, solid structure as I just kind of work on it more. So, like I was saying before, what type of characters would be in this type of setting? Are we gonna have those? Because the main character doesn't necessarily have to be a good guy. They could be morally gray, or they could really like fool the reader and actually be like an evil person this entire time. Because I have read a fair bit of stories where you think the main character is a good guy, and then you reach the end and you're like, holy crap, what the heck? I think the idea of having a character that's like driven on information is probably makes sense on this world. But let me see. A dude who found out about the Library of Alexandria from some existing books But not knowing it was burned down, so he sets out searching for it in order to find a jackpot for advancement. Okay, yeah. Something that came to mind. That is something that could work. But then wouldn't the library of a book having the context of the library of Alexandria would have like information on it being like physical. Is it physical books or is it just information in general? I don't think I've ever really looked into the library of Alexandria. Library. Did it just have books or just every information from different eras of things? Oh, I see. It could immediately show the disconnect from knowledge. Dude expects it to be damaged but things are still out there. Oh, interesting. Okay. Or also the treasure trove of like hard drives that has been like stored away somewhere. Like maybe there's like they think that that's they named that secret treasure trove of like the biggest hard drive supply, or not just hard drive, just like drive supply. They name it the hidden treasure of like Library of Alexandria or something. Could be something like that too. Since this technically is an adventure action based type of setting. Could immediately show the disconnectedness of knowledge. It expects that. Oh, right. It was basically an archive of every book the Romans got their hands on, which basically means every single book ever written in Europe. Oh. Yeah, because I was looking into it and I'm like, I feel like it would have descriptions as to like what it would actually have inside it. Which even for the medieval standards is helpful. Every single book written in Europe? Maybe. But could they bank that it would have the information they're looking for? Like, maybe something we need to think about is exactly what type of technology or information people are looking for. Like, do people in this time period even remember how modern society used to function? Probably not, since this is like just how, like, maybe the stories, you know how like way back when, like, I don't know, in the earlier 1900s where people started talking about the future and stuff like that and just sci-fi and imagining like a futuristic society. Like, I feel like people in the medieval times would be sharing stories about like the wonders of what humans could do in a kind of like folklore fashion. But it devolved in such a way where like they make stories about something that like was a lot more different than they actually remember it being. But I don't know. Like, what type? Just any information? Would they be looking for any information? I think we don't know what was inside of it was because we lost the knowledge inside of the Library of Alexandria? Or is this like actual stuff that we don't know? The original books were kept in it. The only surviving things were handmade copies. Oh, rip. Actually? That's so tragic. I remember when people started talking about it, but that was insane. But we just know we lost a lot of valuable information. Okay. But I wonder if that would be enough of a driving force for a character to go after it. Or should we do that type of thing where the drives contain more information on that? I don't know. But then I feel like that's more plot oriented. Oh wait, no, we are talking about plot. Hold on. We are talking about plot. Sammy's just carrying the writing? I mean, if no one else is contributing, I'm trying to ask questions here to see like what different directions things can go in. I'm thinking. Because it was meant to be a big place you would travel to learn to the point it was just you couldn't learn it anywhere else accessibly? Oh. So it's burning down? Yeah, we lost. So it burning down, yeah, we lost a ton. Could be the same here? But the knowledge of it being burnt down. Okay. How about this, then? I just got an idea. Usually, I won't say this is always the case, but usually, with stories, you tend to have the beginning plot where a character will go after something, especially in an adventure type setting like with this one. They'll go after this like really cool or important thing because they hear stories of it, and so they go in search of it. But usually along the way, there's something that they figure out that completely flips the world upside down, and then that's where the actual plot begins. So we can have it starting. Hello, Emma, welcome in. We're discussing the plot of our story. So far, what we have what we have is the genres: action, adventure, action, steampunk. We're having it in a modern society, kind of back in time type of thing. But it goes back in time. I have a Google Doc where I'm gonna be writing everything, so don't worry if things don't make much sense. But you can also go back in the chat to kind of see what we've been talking about. But don't worry, I've been writing things down. Basically, we're trying to figure out the plot right now. But what I was gonna say is that so this guy goes after this person. Or maybe not even just one person, like several groups of people are on this search for the rumored Library of Alexandria, right? That Library of Alexandria, thinking that they're gonna find the information that's gonna get like human society back on track to where they were before. And then either the people who live there let them know like, oh, it's like gone. Or somewhere along the way, the characters that are going after this thing figure out that that's not the case, and then they like have to basically like find out a different source as to how to like actually, I don't know, gain access maybe to the hard drives. Like maybe they were going to the Alexandria library to see if there was any written records of how to get access to the hard drives or something. Or not just the hard drives. I keep saying hard drives. The drives? The drives of power and information. I'm just throwing stuff and seeing what sticks. But what do you guys think? I'm trying to think, cause like I feel like that's the direction it could be, where it's like they go on this like quest, this adventure, to see what information they can gain from the Library of Alexandria. Hopefully, looking for things that have to do with drives in general, because I think the biggest focal point in this story is how to get what would be to them the ancient modern society's technology, to get back in track to where they once were, so then they can stop the planet from deteriorating even more, or basically not even to get the technology back, but more like just to get the technology they need to stop society from going extinct, basically, because the planet is fucked. What I can see for the story is that it's a mobile plotline, as in location changes follows the characters on a path rather than one specific area. Yeah, they will definitely be traveling to a lot of places because information has been stored, especially if this is like a planet-wide thing. No, it has to be a planet-wide thing because of the state of the planet. But anyways, information gets stored in several pockets, so maybe it's like the Pokemon anime. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. They like these people go in a search for different ancient information treasure troves, and it starts with the Library of Alexandria. I can see the drives being seen as some divine and inaccessible knowledge that'd be too bad to get. Oh, maybe there's factions within this whole society that do believe that it's that way. While there's other people who are greedy and they're like, no, if we gain this knowledge, society will change like none other. Or more like, I can rule over the society that will change like none other. Like, I'm sure there's so many factions that would want to do different things with these like holy relics of the past type of thing. But what do you guys think about what I'm saying with the plot? Should we write that down? Do you guys think that the idea of them going after different treasure troves of knowledge to unlock the drives is a good thing? Is that what we're going with? So our protagonist is thinking something like, yeah, it was before the advanced time, but it was before that, right? That means like there could be accessible information that tells us how we got to the point that we switched? Maybe. Maybe people don't even know the full story and they want to know how the heck they got to the point where they did. Interesting. You know, honestly, this is not the type of plot that I thought was gonna come out of this stream today. This is not what I thought it was gonna be. But, okay. I'm gonna dumb it down, basically, to adventurers go on, like, quests, I guess? I don't know what's a better word for that. Go on quest to find treasure troves of knowledge. Don't worry, I'll fix this so you guys can see it better. Knowledge. Starting with people trying to seek out the Library of Alexandria without knowing that most of its knowledge has already been lost. I said knowledge. I didn't say bitch. Captions, what are you trying to make me say? Anyways. Because are trying to unlock the massive amounts of knowledge that the drives contain. Nice. Cause I don't know, it was burned down, lost a while before we made computers. But how would they know that? They wouldn't. They wouldn't until they find something or someone tells them. Like someone who has like a line of knowledge that was passed down to them, or someone tells them that it got burned down. I just know it was lost in time. The how, when, where it was lost translations is translation amongst the generations. Yeah. Yeah. I think yes, that's a good way of putting it. Okay. Something like this, mayhaps? My gosh, so many misspellings, y'all. I swear I'm better than this. Usually I'm better than this. Is this okay? Am I writing things correctly? I feel like there's many points made that I'm probably missing. Oh my gosh. You're pretty silent to me? I mean, I'm in the middle of a firefight. That's probably why. I don't know how else to fix my audios and streams, honestly. Because OBS is tracking things properly. I just wonder if it's something about how it's tracking over to YouTube that's really affecting things. I don't know. It's not something that's impossible. I mean, hell, we have no idea what happened between 200 and 400. I think I don't remember the exact year. Or even a more random, modern example, we know nothing about Trojan. We only have 2 songs, one describing the war and the other describing the horse thing? Really? I thought we knew more about that. No way. Both of them are commonly agreed now that they're either way too romanticized to give us accurate info or straight up made up. Wait, so the Trojan horse might not even be actual a thing? Trojan. Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, but also, like, normally you're pretty silent when you're maxed out. I really think it's just an audio output issue of mine with YouTube. Because my mic, with OBS settings, usually you want things going into the yellows. Here, I can put up my mic volume more. Usually you want things going into the yellows and avoiding the reds because then that's when audio gets funky. I did put up my voice more, but like sometimes I put it down because like I play games where I'm like yelling more. And I don't want to like crush y'all's ears at one if you're wearing headphones at any one of these points. I don't know. The Trojan horse is commonly believed to be a cautionary tale made for entertainment? Second song is considered made up. Oh. The debate is on the first song that describes the war. Both songs are written by the same dude. I see. That's wild. I didn't know anything about that, honestly. Really wild. Okay. Okay, and then properties. Wait, I feel like we lost. We lost the box! Hold on, can I make this bigger? Properties. Hold on, y'all, we gotta fix this. Hold on, I'm gonna fix this. Don't worry, guys. It will get fixed. 500. No. 500? No, I think we want this 1,000? More than 1,000? 5,000? Okay, no, 4,000. 4,000. Then height to be like 800. No. 10,000. Oh, I can't do 10,000. 8,000? Does it not go beyond 8,000? That's wild. Yeah, I'm gonna just have to add another text thing. I'm gonna add a copy. Copy. No. How do I make... Add... Paste? Ah! Aha! So then this will have the rest of what I'm looking for. Properties. And it's the rest. Okay. Oh wait! I'm deleting the wrong one. This one. Give me a second, y'all. I'm fixing it so that it can show up on the stream. We have a ton of examples. Am I deleting the wrong one, or does it delete both of them? Whatever. We have tons of examples of things being lost to time near modern day, so yeah, the most implausible thing about this plot is the fact that info survived at all. That's true. Oh no, it's deleting both of them. Just kidding, cancel. Yeah, then I'm just gonna have to make another one that's not story list. Another text source. Okay, and then this is what we'll have. This will have characters and theme and conflict with this one. And then comic. Comic Sans with black fonts because yes. Oops. There we go. Yay! Yay. Okay. Let's see. So I got sick and stuck to the toilet, so just got up my entire leg is numb. No! That's like one of the worst feelings in the world because it's like, if you try to move at all, it's like one of the worst feelings ever. It's like a weird type of pain. It's a really, really weird type of pain, and it's, man, I feel you. Hopefully your leg gets back soon. It's just like I'm moving the bone and the rest jiggles and ragdolls into place. Oh god. Oh, what a sensory experience. Holy crap. Stepping on stuff feels so weird, I bet. Imagine if you stepped on a Lego while your leg was kind of numb. Do you think it would hurt more? Or would it just feel funky? You can feel stepping on your own skin, it's so weird. Oh god! No! No! I bet! Holy crap, that's insane. That's insane! Ugh, man. Here's to helping your leg unnumbs. Unnumbs soon. Okay. Oopsie. So, now that we have some sort of plot basis, are we gonna have this? Are we gonna have one of the characters, or maybe several characters, go on this, like, be an information broker or gatherer? Is our character gonna be someone who's going after information for the betterment of society or for the betterment of just themselves? Because it could go that way, or just like the betterment of their people, maybe. There's a lot of reasons why people could be going after this information. Like, they could be doing it because morally they're like, we gotta improve as a society. We gotta improve as a society. We gotta live as humans. We gotta keep living and make sure we don't die out on this planet of ours, basically. Or there are other people that go after it just purely because they're curious. Others that go after it because they see some sort of gain, some sort of greed. Or others that are doing it because of some family-driven... I don't know, family-driven, or just like some family member really needs it. Or they're like, we can't just die out like this. I don't know. It could be for morally or morally not good reasons. Morally good or morally not good. Feeling returns quickly after standing up, by the way, since blood rushes back. Oh, that makes sense. If we executed this story right, it could be left absolutely ambiguous. Oh. Some little hints in there, but no clearly stated reason. Best way to solve that sort of problem is to leave a lot to reader interpretation. You know, Maybe. Since technically this will be turning into an interactive stream. Like story stream. This will be an interactive story for chats. Since you guys were the ones that are kind of like working on it and stuff like that. Or creating it with me. Maybe we could just leave it ambiguous and then the characters is just like you guys, the audience. And then you guys get to decide how you guys want to search for this knowledge. Chat could decide which way to lean on, yeah. Morally ambiguous. Ambiguous character. Driven by chat. Ta-da! Have multiple choices that are more on the darker or innocent side. Make them a tinkerer. Do we want to give this character a backstory, or should we just leave it up for interpretation? And with that, we build on motives? Yeah, definitely. Like, what's the reasoning behind going after the information and all that? Are we just gonna leave that ambiguous then? No reasoning. We're just going after information and we kind of figure it out along the way. Maybe. I think that'd be interesting. Heart-wrenching backstory? Y'all want to have an angsty character for y'all to control? Like, do we want to give this character any sort of personality, or is this just a self-insert for chat? Is this just a self-insert for chat, or are we giving this character personality? I need to know. I'm making a poll. I need to know. Self-insert for chat, or character with personality. Which routes for character? So for the people who don't feel like chatting can also vote. I feel like shutting up since I've basically been saying everything. I don't want to turn it into just my story. Also, Emma just wants our protagonist to be Uzi. Uzi? Who's Uzi? Uzi from what specifically? Uzi. Who's Uzi? Because we can't give the character personality and still have them be morally ambiguous. Because most of the backstory and everything would be left up to, like, what happens with the decision making, I guess. Uzi from Murder Drones? Am I even saying this right? Uzi? I want to imagine the character as its own person and not an amalgamation of our personalities. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Basically, angsty teen in a sci-fi world. Ah, forgot to specify where from, sorry. No, it's okay. I just didn't recognize the name, so I was like, should I know this character? Or like, where's this character from? Okay. Angsty teen in a sci-fi world. I feel like most sci-fi settings are angsty teen in a sci-fi world. Like the gun? That's a gun? I am unknowledgeable of the ways of the world. Sorry, y'all. The writer did it just because they thought it was cool? Ah, I see. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so we're going with character with a personality for this one. Okay. So we know that our character is going to be morally ambiguous and choices will be driven by chat, but we can come up with a backstory and as a motive for why they are going after the treasure. So we have something to work off of with the options that will lead our character down either the morally righteous side or the morally non-righteous side, or maybe be a mix of both, because people can be both. They don't have to be just on one side or the other side of the coin, basically. So, let's see. Morally ambiguous character driven by chat. Yeah. So do the parents die or do the parents abandon him? What? We are going the angsty route? Wait, is our character male? Let's start with gender. Is the character male or female, or just both or neither? Do we want to give the character a gender? Or do we want to keep that gender also open for interpretation? Basically, a planet that is Earth went kaboom, all humans died, their slave robots took over and took up their personalities, except their only basis for personalities like generic tropes. And that's all I'll say about murder drones? Oh, okay. Ambiguous? Or male more? So you have some idea? That sounds like a pretty... Yeah, it sounds pretty sci-fi. Of course the robots take over humanity. That's just how it is. I think we should probably leave the character just to be ambiguous. Just when it's a little bit more self-insert, but not fully in self-inserts. But we can't give them a personality and a backstory. So let's add like a point in here. Personality. Oh, I accidentally made an equal sign. I meant to do a dash. There. And now we have back story. Okay. My gosh, the sheet of paper isn't long enough. The sheet of paper isn't long enough. We could either go with they, or if we go self-insert for chat route, just choose the route of you. Yeah, we can go with the route of you. That's what I did for the couch story. It'll be a first-person you perspective, whoever you may be. But this time, the you in the story will have more of a setting, kind of like with visual novel games. Your character does have a clear personality, yet they're explicitly described and narrated like self-insert for the reader. Yeah. Ambiguous MC? It'd be cool to have that? Yes. So we'll keep it ambiguous. With like kind of self-insert type of thing, where it's like the first person perspective. And all we have to go off of is backstory. And a little bit of personality. Not too much. Just a little bit of personality. So, I think... in a world like this, how likely would it be for families to stay together? Like, real talk... How big, like, families, how big would... I feel like families would be really small to begin with, because it'd be hard to maintain a big family. Unless you're, like, in the higher echelons of society. I don't know how else to word this. In the higher echelons of society, where you have more of a chance of surviving. Everyone's on survival mode, but some people are surviving a little bit easier than others, I'd say. So, like, is our protag... Does our protag have a family or a family figure? Or are we just going the no family route? We could have a child like Wander? Personality? Interesting. Wait, I read something about Slay the Princess. Slay the Princess in its story does both somehow, no clue how, not a good writer for that. Oh, I didn't read that part. Oh, I have been looking to playing Slay the Princess. Because I've only seen a couple different things from that game, but I would like to try it out. Anyways, let's see. I like traumatizing my characters, so my choices will be more biased. It's okay. We all traumatize our characters sometimes. Which brings me, did I suggest Slay the Princess to the game suggestions channel? I don't know. Sorry, I'm like reading. I'm backlogged with reading chat. Sorry about that. I do want to play. That is a game I do want to play. No family? Orphan? Okay, we're going the no family route. But do we have any familial figures, or does this character have no connections whatsoever? Kind of like a lone wolf type of thing. Anyways, it's 1:40 a.m, so I'm gonna head to bed. Oh, okay, Sammy! Thank you so much for contributing so much to the story. Thank you, thank you. I hope you have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was great seeing you in stream. Thank you for the front stream. Sorry I couldn't stay longer. Hey, no worries. I'm sorry that my streams are earlier. Maybe next time I'll do it a little bit earlier so more people can join in. Set it for a weekend so that I can stream earlier. Raised by locals? Friends? Raised by the locals and a group of friends? What if this character has like a group of friends that they travel with? Like they're part of a information travel party. No one else made suggestions, so I just threw stuff at the wall. So wouldn't have contributed as much if other people talked more. But I mean, things like this tend to happen. But yeah, bye. Have a fun stream. Thank you. Yeah, let's make this a D&D party. I wouldn't say so much a D&D party, just like found family type of thing. So like the friend is the friends are like found family of orphans, probably. A group of orphans that all have an interest in information. What if the MC's family got killed trying to find the library? Oh, so kind of like a tradition that gets passed on? Yeah, that'd be cool. Hey there, how's the story going? I had to do some stuff. We're currently trying to figure out the character for this story because we will be converting this, or more like I will be taking the ideas that we discussed in stream today and then I will be converting it into a interactive stream session where we will go off on a journey with what we have created here. So right now we've decided that we do want to have a character with personality and backstory, but we're going to leave the character's morals and how the character looks like and everything up to interpretation, basically. So it's going to be pretty ambiguous. So in chat has a little bit of some self-insert, but the character will have personality and backstory. So we have something to go off of when we actually do write out the story. So then backstory. So that right now what we're doing is mostly backstory. So the MC is an orphan and grew up with the locals and a group of friends that became their family, I guess. Okay. I like the idea of the fam got killed. Or it could be a combination of sickness and being killed. I had to do some stuff, no worries. Orphan friends? All right, orphan friends. Group of orphan friends that became their family. Okay, nice. Thanks for the reminder. And then, unless we wanted to go that route, I mean, it could be a mix of both. Like maybe one of the parents died while searching for the archive, or maybe both of the parents were searching for the archive, but then they had to come back because one of the parents got sick type of thing. And so they never could complete that like dream of theirs, and so the MC took up the dream of the parents, perhaps. Because they evil? Who's evil? Also, hello Miz, welcome into the stream. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? The family is evil? The parents are evil? Or is there another group? The ruler is evil. The ruler's evil? Or the parents abandoned the MC for their objective? That could also be another thing. But maybe they learned about them getting sick along the way. Because, like, I imagine that along with the loss of information, they also don't know how to deal with sicknesses as well as they used to. Or more like, humanity got so used to dealing with sicknesses so easily that they are no longer as resistant to stuff, so they just died of illnesses a lot faster. Type of thing. So, let me put that the MC's parents got killed. Maybe got killed while searching for the library archive. Died somehow during the process due to illness or other contributing factors, perhaps. Factors? Okay. Give me a second. Let me make it so you guys can actually read what this is saying a little better. I spelled this completely wrong. Okay. No, the sheet is too small. Okay, wait. Don't worry, chat. I got this. Copy, paste. And then we just do this. Wait. No, we gotta put this behind the other line paper. Like this? Nice. Oh my god. Why don't the rulers hypnotize their friends, making them evil and bad, and then MC has to kill them? Like falling down the stairs? Wait, killing the friends? But that would be a little bit more fantasy-ish. Rather than just like a steampunk kind of action-adventure type of story. I don't think the rulers would have the ability to hypnotize anyone. Unfortunately. Or the parents abandoned the MC for the objective. I think maybe the MC thought that the parents were abandoning them. I forgot to go back to that because I did want to go back. I think it'd be funny to make how their parents died different every time. What do you mean different every time? Are you insinuating that there's gonna be multiple routes to this? Are you insinuating something here? It can be silly as possible or darkest as possible. Nah, it's just like a little gag. A little gag? Like maybe if we really do take the MC's parents abandon them route, the stories are just like how they abandoned them, just kind of like, or how they were left as an orphan, just kind of spiral out of control. It's kind of more of like how the protect doesn't know how their parents are gone. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that'd be interesting. So let's see. Searching for the parent archive. Died somehow due to contribute to let's say uncertain circumstances. Several rumors get made up about how they died. I guess maybe because the MC's family was pretty well known or something. So they just badly piece what could have happened from hearing things here and there? Yeah, I think that's good. And cannot stick with one? Yeah. Several famed rumors. I don't know what this is. Several famed rumors get made up about how they died. Okay, cool. So we have that. What is... So is the MC's reason... Is the MC's reason for... going after the treasure to... Is it to pick up where their parents left off? Or is it to see like what the whole deal about the treasure is about? Like, do we want to know why they're going after the information? Or are we also kind of leave that ambiguous? Because I feel like we need a little bit, like, it doesn't have to be a big thing. We just need a little bit of a like direction as to why they're going after the treasure. 50-50? 50-50 as in like what their what do you call it? Reasoning is? Could be half and half. Okay. Let me... Okay. So then... Goes after... Is that even... No. Okay, we gotta start a new line. Goes on a search for the... for the treasure. The reason why is unclear. Oh, MC. Forgot to include MC. Okay. We'll leave it there. Imagine the treasure was the friends we made along the way. The thing is, they really need this information to survive, so that would be cool. But I feel like it would be more like about the knowledge they find out along the way. Maybe it's that. More about the knowledge they find along the way rather than the end goal of this massive treasure of knowledge that they might find. That's stupid? What do you mean? Sometimes the treasure really is the friends we made along the way. You never know. You never know. Treasure is Baja Blast? Nah, get out of here. The recipe for Baja Blast, imagine. That'd be so wild, actually. Okay, it's the One Piece? No. Okay, so we got the backstory for this character. Now I think, you know, we're trying to keep this character. You pronounce it as Blaja? Blast? No, Baja. Wow, this is not working at all. The captions are picking up every other word except for what I'm actually saying. Baja, like B-A-J-A. Baja. Is it not Baja? Bacha? Bachata. Not Blaja. It's not Blaja. Is it not Baja? Like banjo. A Baja. But not Badger. Everyone knows it's pronounced as Jonathan? What? How? How does that doesn't work. Okay, wait, so personality, I know, wait, getting back on track. I know personality isn't, like, we're not supposed to give this character too much of a personality, but just enough so in the answers reflect, like, the different choices that we'll have for the answers for the story will reflect what type of character they are and what type of life they've led, you know? It's Baja? Is it Baja? Is it Baja Blast? Why? How does that... Well, I guess sometimes you can't pronounce things, the J as an H. But that's wild! I didn't know it was Baja Blast. Well, the more you know. Right, so we just need some basics to this character's personality. Like, are they extroverted or introverted? Are they someone who tends to think before they act, or do they just act without thinking? Like, stuff like that. I just need stuff, simple things like that. So what do you guys think? First off, are they an extrovert or an introvert, or are they a mix of both? It can be an ambivert. What do you guys think? Should our character be extroverted or more introverted? Send in your answers now! And the spirit of Beast Swarmer, but chaotic. Introverted and thinks before they act, often keeps to themselves. Oh, we got two different ends of the spectrum here. Okay, I'm gonna put up a poll again for people who may not want to chat. Starting a poll. What is our character? Extroverted? Introverted? Okay. Or both? Starting poll now. Once there's enough answers. Because we're divided now. We got extroverted chaos and introverted smartness. Introverted but doesn't really think. Just lives in fear constantly, imagine. A character that's just always like, oh god, I don't know what I'm doing. It could be mixed. There is always mixings of things. Vote now or forever hold your silence. Guys, the poll is tied. We need one more vote. The poll is tied. It's like they silent and introverted but jumps into a lot of things. Okay. Introverted but doesn't really think. How? How? How does... How? Oh, man. Oopsie. Oh no. I ruined chat on my OBS. Very stupid. Oh my god, the polls are all equal. How? Well, just so okay. Extrovert, introverted, both? I mean, I guess this just means all of the above. All of the above. You know what? That works. Okay. Introverted character who's stupid. Or more like... So, okay, so introverted. That acts before they think. Maybe in the beginning of the story. Maybe as maybe as they move on with life. Or no, as they go through the story, they become a little bit smarter. And start thinking a little bit more. It's not like they never have thoughts, it's just that when it comes to decision making, it's just go in, think later. Go in, think later. Maturity? Yes, they grow more mature. We need the Sunshine character who's mega buff and strong. We could come up with more of the side characters because we gotta think about the friend group that accompanies our main character here. But we're thinking of the main character first. We could include another character that's mega buff and strong if we want. Like what most people think of as himbos. Hold on, I need a drink of water real quick. Okay. I think it would be nice for the character to have a strong personality. So maybe the introvertedness comes from their stoic personality. Like maybe they're a pretty stoic character. Or seem stoic from the outside until they talk, and then you're like, oh, maybe they're actually a little stupid. Maybe they're actually a little some of them very sincere that values the truth. Yeah. So comes off as stoic, but has a sincere personality. Or more like... Stoic? I don't think that would fail on the story. Really? I mean... You're right. No, you're right. Because if there's someone who doesn't think, no. Personality, so then... Sincere and values the truth? Then... is a very honest person. Or at least realistic? If they're after the library, what makes sense for the NC to be more positive? It doesn't necessarily have to be positive. Really. So I want the protag to be androgynous. The protag is whatever you guys imagine them to be. That's why we're keeping things ambiguous. We're just trying to define their personality a little bit more. Is very honest. Is a very honest person. And often makes mistakes. Cause like, if you go in like acting before you think, most of the time they end up being pretty, like, what do you call it? End up making a lot of mistakes, is what I'm trying to say. Like Frisk from Undertale? Sure. You want a little bit more of a comparison? Sure. Okay. Now we got kind of a basis for our story, or our main character. Morally ambiguous. Main character. So we have that. Hold on, I'm gonna take what I wrote in the first thing real quick and then add it to the Google Doc that I'm writing. So let me copy and paste some things real quick. One moment. And then we can add some of the other, like the quest, the orphan group. We can add some characters from the orphan group in a second. Okay. Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm copy pasting things over, chat. Give me a second. I'm almost done. One moment. I'm almost done. Okay. Because I want to make little different tabs for the MC and everyone else. Oh my gosh, why does it do that? Okay. Okay. So now we need the different characters. Let me catch up with chat for a second. Hold on. Huh. Within their pants lies chaos? What does that even mean? Do I like the way this is going? Thanks! Good job, chat. This is turning out fantastically. Okay, so how many of the orphan friend group characters do we want to have? Because let's assume the MC is the leader. Or should the MC be the leader? Technically, because they're a main character, they would be like automatically slotted for being the leader of this whole thing. Not slaughtered, I said slotted. For this whole thing, but what do you guys think? Classic squad? What is your idea of a classic squad? What is your idea of one? Think it'd be interesting to have the SC be the tech guy or something? Well, as their family were adventurers of searching for information, even if they might not make the best decisions at times, that doesn't mean that they're not smart in other fields. I think 5 in total, the NC plus 4 other characters. Okay, yeah, I think that's 5 is a good number. This is kind of going into a ramshackle direction. This is like classic squad numbers, I think, though, like 5. We could narrow it down to just 3, though, if we really want to keep it a little bit more, like, consistent. Oh no, I mean, I'm thinking of the classic idea that the team should be a squad, 4 people. Or 4 people. So then MC plus 4, no, 3 other characters? I think a trio would be good. I don't know, because like since this is an interactive thing, we don't want to have too many characters to deal with. That guy would be someone else. MC would already be the leader. Tech guy would be someone else. Maybe I think that MC has to be the leader. Because they're gonna be taking most of the main decision-making stuffs with this. And the MC is the leader by default because they have more information, probably. Like, that's probably what's happening here. Is what I would think. You know? Gotta go, Maelo. Michael, I may pop in later. Okay, thank you so much for stopping by, Emma. What do you guys think? So, are you guys okay with the MC being the leader? As much as the idea of the MC being the tech guy, like the MC can be tech guy and leader just because they have the information. One could be like leader, one himbo that would be muscle, a very smart one, a fast one, and the master of disguises one. I don't think we need a master of disguises in this one. There's not much use for disguises in this type of setting. What they need more is knowledge. But what do you guys think? Should we keep it to a squad of 4 or a squad of 3? And this is including the MC, so let's see. How large should group be? For... And this includes the MC. So numbers... Numbers include MC. So 4 or 3. Or I guess I should have included 5. Oh well. I put 4 and 3. I feel like 3 to 4 is probably a good number to kind of keep track of with this. I think he could be a tech/recon guy. So we could place for 2 smart people, one the tech smart and the other history smart. Oh, yeah. That could also be something that works out. Just because knowledge is really important in this. Not that bronze aren't a bad thing. Like, I mean, we can't have someone that's physically strong also. Because that's never not important, I feel like. Usually it's pretty important. In any sort of adventure story. Just cause like if there's something that needs to get moved that's pretty heavy and stuff, you usually need one character that's somewhat physically fit compared to the rest. Or several. This is a survival sort of setting, kind of, almost. So I feel like all of them would be somewhat well off. Well, actually, I don't know. They're all just trying to get by. That doesn't mean they're necessarily physically fit, though. Okay, so I put up the poll, not the full. The what? Oh my gosh. Okay. Gonna be ending the poll in a couple more seconds, so if you guys haven't voted and would like to vote, please vote now. Please vote now or forever hold your silence. So it could be like MC, the strong himbo, the tech smart, and the history smart. But like 4 people would be including the MC. So it would be MC, who would be tech smart also. Then the history smart, and then the strong himbo. Or wait. Now I'm like getting confused. Okay, we're gonna end the poll. And it's 4 people won for this one. So MC plus 3 other people is what it would be. So MC plus 3 other people. So then orphan group members for total we've got, but it's 4 people. Yeah, but that's 4 people including the MC. Because I don't want to do more than 4 people in total that we have to keep track of. So the MC and then 3 other people. The orphan group would be 3 other people, basically. That's why I put parentheses. Numbers include MC in the poll. Because this will be easier for me to kind of keep track of what characters are what. So like MC is tech smart and probably also... So MC would be like tech smart and also the leader. And then we could have... Sorry, 3 total. Orphan group members, 3 total. We've got... Orphan 1 is the buff himbo, probably. I got a banana suit? Oh my gosh. Why a banana suit? Orphan 1 that's above himbo, and then we got the Orphan 2 who is smart, who has knowledge about general history. And then what about Orphan 3? Orphan 3. I'm gonna show up to prom with it? And a banana suit? Not soup, suit. Banana suit. That's crazy. Have fun with that. I'm sure a lot of people will be like, what is happening? But also, I feel like it will also get really funny reactions from people at the same time. The thing is, you have to, like, I feel like you have to show up in a cape or something to hide the banana suit. And then once you enter the dance floor, that's when you, like, reveal your banana suit out from underneath the cape. That'd be so dramatic and hilarious, I feel like. So let's see. Tech smart, history smart, MC. Should we have another tech smart orphan? Tech smart number 2. I'm gonna do that. Tech smart number 2. I'm gonna excuse myself on my small DMD table to go to the bathroom to repair with a banana suit. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I'm sure it'll be fun though. Okay, so we got the orphan groups. Or the orphan group, kind of like somewhat. And then again, guys, just so you guys know, I will be keeping this in a I will be putting it in a Google Docs, basically, is what I was trying to say. Oh. Okay. You even see this? Oh, there we go. Probably make this a little larger. Oh, everything's getting mixed up on the screen. I should have kept this on the Google Doc for in the first place, but I thought it'd be fun to have it on a sheet on the screen. Okay, next time we'll put it in a Google Doc for sure. Google Doc on the screen. I mean. Okay. I'm gonna write this down again. Then I'll fix it up so there's more of a, what do you call it? Like, so it makes more sense, basically. Okay. Now, the last two things that we want to come up with is one thing that I need to do, actually. With this specifically. Hold on. I need to figure out how to make this. Okay. It's gonna disappear for a second, but don't worry, I'll fix it. Do not worry, guys. Okay, and then This is so messy. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then... So now... Oh, yeah. What I was saying is that we have what we have left. Actually, I think I should just keep it to where it was. With this. Okay. We got theme and conflict next. Conflict. Theme is something I just kind of threw in there. And conflict. So these are like something that you kind of figure out like a little bit like further into the story creation. So we can probably leave this maybe for next time. Wait, oh my god, how has it been 2 hours already? I didn't even realize it's been 2 hours, guys. This is crazy. Well, like 2 hours and a half almost? Wait, that's so crazy. I thought it's only like only an hour passed by or something. Do you guys want to do theme and conflict? I think that we do need to figure out conflict. The theme is just something... Theme and conflict is something that we just need to like... Or the theme we don't have to necessarily think about. Because theme is more about just like kinda how... Like what the overarching message of the story is kind of, or like the overarching feel of the story is supposed to have. If we really want to get into a little bit deeper into how the story is gonna pan out, basically. Hold on, I made like a list somewhere. Right. Okay, so it's kind of like the central idea or message. That is if we were actually like really planning the story out, but because it's gonna be kind of like a, what do you call it, a choose your own story type of thing with chat, I don't think we can really add a theme to this story just because of the way that it's gonna pan out. But in terms of conflict, we definitely can add something with that because we do need conflict. What is like, and the conflict is like what, villains or something? So conflict is something that drives your characters to move forward, basically. Like, what is something that's keeping them from getting to their goal, basically? That's what conflict is. Usually conflict can be something like, it can be villains, because villains usually stop like the heroes from like saving the world type of thing. Conflict can be that. Conflict just can be an internal struggle that the character has, or conflict could literally be like a physical barrier that they can't get past. Like, conflict can literally be anything, but the main thing about conflict is what keeps your character from getting to their goal, basically. Wait, can we make Orphan 3 someone who can read any ancient text? That would be really hard to do because of the fact, like, they can have like language knowledge. They can have probably more language knowledge. I don't know if it would be specifically for ancient text, but yeah, they can they can be someone who has more knowledge about languages. Knowledgeable about languages. Okay, I'm gonna add that in the Google Doc. I think that would be something good rather than just a text smart number 2. Knowledgeable about languages. Okay. Yeah, language plus ancient text. Real buff woman for real, for real? Are we making Orphan 3 a woman? That's true, we haven't given any of the orphans genders. I mean, technically they could also just be ambiguous, but we can define them a little bit more. Emo goth capitalist dude and femme fatale Londoner stabby. Orphan 3 reads French as in like, what in the world is this? Oh my god. But the history character writing would have some sort of language knowledge, right? They could. I feel like all of them can probably have skills in a lot of different areas. We're just talking about like what their main skill is. So buff hit bimbo? Yeah, that sounds interesting. Buff nerd? I mean, they're part of an adventure group that's seeking knowledge, so I feel like they will all have knowledge to some extent in some area, because knowledge comes in many, many different forms. It's not just about being book smart. You can also be street smart. You can also be good with words. There's a lot of different sources of knowledge. Maybe Orphan 3 could have more profession on ancient texts, but Orphan 3 doesn't know much about history, so they rely on Orphan 2? I don't know. Mayhaps. It could also be money smart to make them more intelligent. Yeah. Let's say that the himbo character, Orphan 1, is good with words. He's good at persuading people. Wait, is himbo? So I guess he's good at persuading people. Who are y'all saying that? Which orphan were y'all saying was like a real buff woman? Wait, is Orphan 1 the real buff woman? I'm getting confused here. Y'all said a lot of different things about different orphans. Let's see. Emo goth capitalist dude and femme fatale Londoner. Wait, what are the orphans? Mr. Rock Festival? What? I think that's the point. For them to work as a team, they have to be in good specific areas that others aren't. Yeah. Orphan 2 has knowledge about general history. Are we giving... What's Orphans 2 gender? What do you guys think Orphans 2 gender is? The one who has knowledge about the general history. We're just discussing about being a himbo or bimbo. Ah, I see. Do we want Orphan 1 to be a himbo or a bimbo? What is this conversation? Oh, man. Is bimbo for girls? Is that what people use for girls? Bimbo? Or female presenting peoples? Oh, yeah. Hey, himbo or bimbo? We're going with bimbo? Girl? A guy? Oh, we're getting some mixed... Flip a coin? I don't have a coin on me. Hold on. Flip a coin generator. Okay, y'all. Heads or tails? Heads. So heads for himbo, tails for bimbo. Okay. Dumb attractive man, dumb attractive movement. That's what Google's is for. Heads. So we're going heads for bimbo, tails for himbo. Okay, I'm flipping it. I'm flipping it. And we got, ladies and gentlemen, and everything and anything in between, we got heads. So we're going himbo. No, wait. Wait. Heads is for bimbo. Just kidding. Sorry, I mis-said that. Okay. We're going with bimbo for Orphan 1. Buff? She's buff too, guys. Sorry, I mixed my words. Heads is for bimbo. Bimbo 1. So, buff bimbo is also good with her words. Honestly, slay. Honestly, slay. Okay, and then how about for Orphan 2, who's good at knowledgeable about history? What about Orphan 2? Yeah, protag is just ambiguous all around, but I think we need to define the The orphans a little bit more. So Orphan 2 is good at history. Probably is that one person that's like, actually. But what does that mean? What does that make them? A guy? Okay. Is the type of guy to go, actually. These notes. One guy, and chaos. Maybe love interest of Orphan 1? I don't know. Are we having romance in this? Is romance a subplot? I think we're just gonna keep them as just a friend group that's also grew up together. Okay, Orphan 3 that's knowledgeable about languages. What should Orphan 3 be? I feel like Orphan 3, since they can know so many languages, probably is pretty outgoing. So a bubbly personality, bubbly, and talks a lot. The one who never shuts up from the group. That's who Orphan 3 is. We'll give them names. 3 buff woman keeps group in check. Oh my god. Wait, I wasn't reading chat. Maybe love interest? No. A smart skinny boy and a buff bimbo woman. My fantasy? Yes. Axel. 3 buff woman keeps group in check. What? What is happening? Honestly, they complete each other. She's the muscles he needs and he's the knowledge she needs. If y'all want to start shipping characters, you go ahead. I'm not gonna say yes or no to any of that specifically, but I'm just trying to ask about Orphan 3, y'all. Is Orphan 3 also female? Or is Orphan 3 kind of like our main character? Just anything? Or nothing? Or both? Orphan 3 is orphan? Okay, Orphan 3 we'll just have as kind of anything but nothing. Okay. Okay. This organization is abysmal. Guys, I will organize the Google Doc at another time. Okay. Okay. We can probably think up of names after we figure out the conflict. Or maybe we can think up of names. Our MC isn't gonna have a name, but we can give the orphans names if we want. Name suggestion, guys, that give Orphan 3 Haruto? Orphan 3 is orphan. Orphan 3 is tech smart. No, Orphan 3 is the language smart. Introvert and very sensible about others' feelings. Wait, are we not going the bubbly route with Orphan 3? I think it'd be funny to have them find the blueprint of the monoblock chair. What is that? Oh, we could go extrovert and chatty. You know the Virgil chair? I don't know the chair. Bubbly route, cool though? Are we not? Are we? I mean, we don't have to do bubbly route. I just was like, I feel like there's no one in this group that's like super outgoing yet. She's like the one who's gonna make everyone up after a fight. Oh, okay, yeah. I was talking about the other orphan. Oh, the tech smart orphan. I see. Sensible and smart. Okay. Or I guess the history orphan is the tech smart also. That Orphan 2, that's Orphan 2 that you guys are talking about. Orphan 1 we already said was kind of like honest but makes lots of mistakes. And by I mean not Orphan 1. Freaking MC. MC is that way. Also, I don't know why the chat isn't like refreshing. I'm gonna do this. See if that does anything. Let's see. Probably because I broke chat on accident. Oh no, I broke chat. Y'all, hold on. Chat's been broken. How do I go back? Oh, there we go. I fixed chat. Don't worry, guys. Everything's okay. Don't worry. Everything's okay. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I didn't even realize I broke chat until just now. Because I can still read it, but it wasn't showing up on stream. Okay. For the history, smart and bubbly is better. I want Protag to be chaotic. Intro. Oh my gosh. Protag is gonna seem chaotic. Maybe. It depends on what you guys choose. Tech Smart is soft bubbly boy and the buff bimbo language specialist. Orphan 1 is the edgelord? Oh my god. No. Okay. Okay. Do we want to figure out names, or do we just keep them literally as just Orphan 1, Orphan 2, Orphan 3? Imagine? So recapping, Orphan 1, Bimbo, and the Orphan 3, the history? No, Orphan 3 is the one that does the languages. Orphan 2 is the history. Orphan 2 is the actually. Orphan 3 is the languages. And then MC is technically Orphan 1. 1.0. 1.0. Which one is the Protag? Protag is just Protag. So we got... So, let me recap. Orphan 1... So... MC is just MC. Orphan 1 is buff bimbo. Orphan 2 is the actually knowledgeable about history. And then Orphan 3 is knowledgeable about languages and is bubbly. That's what I've got in the gold doc. Protag is just Protag. Yeah, let's create names. Orphan 3 curses in German. As they should. But does it make sense for the history smart not to be good with languages? Actually, it does. Well, not me being, actually... What am I? No, it does make sense because... Just because you know a lot about history, about different places, doesn't mean you know the languages. Some people do go the language route with history. It's kind of hand in hand. Like, maybe they know some languages, but they don't know all. They probably don't know all the languages, like Orphan 3. I'm getting way too lost. Yeah, let's keep it like this. Yeah. So, let's give names for the orphans so we don't get lost. Okay, so let's take name suggestions for Orphan 1, who is the buff bimbo. What is Orphans 1's name? Now let's split this up. Like this. I'm gonna split this up. Orphan 1, Orphan 2. I am taking name suggestions right now. Send them in for Orphan 1, who's the buff bimbo. BRB guys, okay. Trixie? Like this. Why Trixie? I mean, that is a suggestion. I don't know why Trixie makes me laugh. Trixie? Get him, Trixie! Imagine. What is the Trixie name meaning? Bringer of joy. Somehow Trixie doesn't... John? But Orphan 1 is the bimbo. Why would we name them John? Why would we name her John? John is such a basic name. I think it sounds like a buff woman's name, or at least nickname. We got Trixie? Yeah, Clara? Maria? Clara? Clara. I don't know why I pronounce it as Clara. Clara or Clara? Could be either. Any other name suggestions? I'll put in Trixie, Clara, and Maria in there, I guess. But I'm not... I don't know. Nothing's really coming to mind. Merida? We could go with Merida. Like Brave? Leona? I like Merida and Leona more. Those are like vibing. They're vibing. I don't know which one I like better though. Okay, let's put up Merida and Leona. Did I ever... Or... Did I ever tell you guys that I struggle the most with giving names to characters? So, Merida... And then we have Leona. Starting the poll. We could use two, Merida, Leona, first and second name. I feel like it could go either way, though. Ah! Ah! First and last name works? I don't know, though. What would be first? What would be last name? Right now they're both currently tied. Both are currently tied. The thing is, like, none of them sound like last names to me. Merida, Leona? Leona, Merida? I don't know. I'm not sure. Leona kind of works as the first name. I think we can go Leona as a first name. Which one sounds better? Leona, Merida, or Merida, Leona? It's just like they both sound like first names. That's a problem. I don't think either sounds good as the first and last name. You know? So I think we have to vote for one or the other to be the first name. So what do you guys think? Leona or Merida? From the poll, Merida heads. The poll has been up. That's just tied. That's the problem. Merida heads, Leona tails. We can do that. The coin flip again. Okay. All right. Google's flipping, and we got heads again. We only have two people right now. That's true. Okay, so Merida wins then. We'll go with Merida. Where's the Ghoul Dog? I got heads. Merida. We could give Leona to the Bubbly. Well, no, because Bubbly Orphan 3 is anything. Merida Leona? Okay. Merida Leona. So how about for Orphan 2, who's the knowledgeable about history and is the actually guy? What about Orphan 2? Sounds like a strong name. Yeah. Albert? Albert Einstein? Wait. Imagine his name is just Albert E. Or AE. to emulate Albert Einstein. AE. Edmund? That's another one. I think those both fit. And then you get the initials for Albert Einstein. Eddie? Albert, let's see. I wonder. Let's do the poll. There's only 2 people in chat right now, though, so it would only tie. I'm trying to think. Albert heads, Edmund tails. Okay. There you go. And it's flipping, flipping, flipping. What the heck? What is with this? I keep getting heads. I keep getting heads. Okay, so Albert it is. I want to call him Albert E. For Albert Einstein, it's a nod at Albert Einstein, so Albert E. Albert E. Okay, so we got Albert E. Now, Orphan 3 is the bubbly, knowledgeable about languages character. The next nerd that appears is Nikola Tesla. Oh my god. That's a bard? What? Yeah, Albert E is Orphan 2. So now we're on Orphan 3, who is language experts. Language experts. We need guy or girl. Orphan 3 is probably just non-binary, so neither. But let's find a gender neutral name. Like what's a gender neutral name that we could go for? What do you guys think? Any thoughts? I'm trying to think. Solstice? Is that even a name? We got Alex is one. Let's see. Alex is one. River can be one too. Blake can also be another one. For in terms of gender neutral names, we have Aurora, Ariel. I feel like those are more leaning towards feminine names. Aiden can be one and Jaden can be one too. Cassian? Ariel works for both male and female names? Really? I do like Cassian. Shan? Oh, Jace can be one too. Jade, maybe. Aiden. What even are these? This list. Blake sounds good, but I don't think it works as a first name. Oh yeah, I've known plenty of people who have Blake as a first name. Pretty common, actually. Shall we go with Cassian? I like Cassian too. Let's go with that. Cassian for orphan number 3. Okay. Alright, now we got names for the orphans, finally. Really? Yeah. We'll go with Cassian. Properties. So, we'll go with Cassian. No flipping of coins this time around. We got it. Don't worry, chat. We got it. So Orphan 1. Merida, Leona. Orphan 2. Orphan 3. So Orphan 2 is Albert E. And then Orphan 3 is Cassian. I love the names. This is fantastic. Sounds like a good group. TNT group names. Honestly, yeah. Okay, now last but not least is the conflict that we need to decide on. Like, what's gonna be? Well, I guess we kind of talked about this a little bit in the world building, where like the biggest what is it, like, thing that everyone's searching for is knowledge, but the biggest conflict is the fact that the biggest archive of knowledge that they know of, they can't access because they don't have enough knowledge. But is that enough conflict? We need D&D character profiles? I mean, if you guys want to make some, you can. One Piece? No! Giant vault of info? Is that what One Piece is about? You know, I haven't seen One Piece yet, I know. Before anyone gets mad at me, I know. But I haven't seen it yet. Wearing... Yeah, I didn't watch One Piece either. Is that what it's about? Like finding treasure or something? Oh. Guys, I don't know why chat is frozen. I wish I knew why chat was frozen. The world that the characters live in is stuck technology-wise and they want progress, so that's why they're after the library. Yeah, but is that enough conflict? Like, should there be other people that are trying to get to the library before them? Are there some people that are trying to just steal the library's info all for themselves? Like, should we have other conflicting stuffs, or is it just like getting to the vault and finding it in the first place? We don't know what the One Piece is, and Oda said that his treasure isn't friendship. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. like I said before, conflict is what drives the character, so yeah, I guess it's just like lack of knowledge leads to stunted progress in solutions. So like solutions for when they're going on adventures and stuff, to like search stuff. An organization that wants to destroy the knowledge, or better saying, a group of 5 people. I don't know. Anti-Power Rangers? Oh my god. Anti-becoming better. People who are just like doomsday sayers. People who want to destroy knowledge. Probably because they think Earth is doomed. They would destroy the knowledge probably because they think Earth is doomed, so they're like, don't even try to give us hope. It's not worth it. Because they think Earth is doomed. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. And explore that probably more within the story itself. Wait, what happened? Where did it go? Okay. It's pretty messy, but it works. Don't worry, I will upload things on the Google Doc. Probably sometime tomorrow once I organize things better. But we got the basis of her story. Yay! Good job, everyone! We got a set of a multi-crew of characters. We've got a multi-crew of characters. We got a really cool basis for a plot, honestly. I say we did pretty good. But the leader being a very bossy woman like Jade from Honkai Star Rail, yeah, they want the world to be stuck on the semi-developed state without going further. Mayhaps. We're untamed but involved. Returning to the ways of ancients would never bring us a devolution. De-evolution or whatever. Oh, interesting. Yes, yes. That could be a line. And then now what I want to know is that, do you guys want to be there for the interactive story creation process? Like, do we just write the story based off vibes and then come to, like, make decisions based off random things that you guys toss out? Or do you guys want me to take this and create something more structured with actual choice options, just kind of like with the interactive couch story that I wrote a while ago? I don't know if anyone from that stream if anyone has seen that stream before, where it's more like kind of like visual novel-esque, where basically I write stuff for the story and then we come to points where there's options that you guys can choose. I don't know. Would you guys prefer something more structured? Or do you guys kind of want to come up with things on the fly next time? Like, what are y'all's thoughts? On that. Choose your own adventure story? Okay, do you guys want something more structured then? Okay. Okay. That sounds good then. So, we've gotten everything written down that we need to. I will take this idea. Yeah, not to get too messy, would be better to already create a structure and make an interactive story, visual novel-esque. Yeah. So, I think what we'll do, I'll take this story, or else you'll get too lost, probably. Yeah. Otherwise, the story won't really go anywhere. You could ask us on Discord about some things. Yeah, I'll definitely clear up some things. I'm gonna take the concepts of what we did for the orphans and then probably give them like actual descriptions for how they look like and stuff like that. If you guys have any suggestions for how you want any of the orphans to look like, let me know. How the MC will look like will remain ambiguous, again, like before, because this is kind of like chat self-insert. But I will start on the creation process of this story. I'll probably do some like writing streams while I work on it and ask you guys questions for stuffs. I think that's what I'll do. I'll do more writing streams kind of in the same setting, except I won't show what I'm writing, so it's still kind of a surprise, but I'll ask you guys questions while we work on our own things. And then I will have a fully fledged choose your own adventure story that you guys came up with. And I think that'll be really fun! Yay! But there's nothing else left for us to do. I will make a Google Doc so you guys have info about everything that we wrote today. And then if you have any suggestions for anything, send it. I'll make a, like, probably community post. And then you guys can send it there or through the Discord or through Twitter. Wherever it may work for you guys. If you guys have any suggestions for anything. But guys, we're done! Our first story created by chat has been created! Yay! Yay, it's been created. So then, we will continue working on this and eventually it will start. Ah, heck, I'm late. Hi, tiny baby man. Yeah, we are finishing things up. But like I was saying, if you want to kind of catch up with what happened, I will be creating a Google Doc that has all the information that we wrote in today's stream. And then you guys can send me suggestions for anything in the Discord, probably in the stream suggestions section, or Twitter, or through the community tab posts that I'll be making after this for suggestions. But I think I need to clean up. I need to clean up the Google Docs so that it has the information a little bit more clear, and then I will build upon any suggestions that you guys have for like how any of the characters should look like, if there's any other characters that you guys want to include in this. But yeah, I will definitely be doing working streams where I will be working on this, and if you guys have any suggestions, you can also send them in on those streams as well. When this will be done really just depends on how fast I can write. Because I do have a basis for the plot, but I need to think about what direction I want it to take and everything. So I'll probably do some brainstorming sessions for more deeper plot building. And then what happens after that depends. But that being said, thank you so much to everyone who came in today's stream and participated and gave me your ideas. Thank you so much. I'll make the worst ideas. Is there weapons though? Yeah, this is medieval times. There's always weapons. Medieval times, but modern. As if, with modern society progressing back. Oh my god. Yeah, so remember, this is still steampunk, so it's not like they don't have technology. It's just they don't have modern technology, so don't forget that, guys. And I think what I'm going with is that I will use just like the typical, just like steam-powered process, where it's just usually you use like coal for this or something. Prepare for I will make a biggest what? I'll make it to the next one next time. Don't worry, you can make it. There will be several like working sessions for this, so you guys, it's not too late to put in more ideas if you guys wish to. It's just a matter of actually writing the story that I will take up, so you guys don't have to worry about it. Gun? Gun? I mean, it's not like we didn't have guns, so how would they regress? How would they reuse guns? The technology that we have. Gun confetti? What is it? What? Well, yippee. What do you mean, yippee? What does that mean? Anyways. With that being said, again, thank you so much to everyone who participated. Keep an eye out for all of the Google Doc that will be coming out in the community post. Probably sometime tomorrow, so I can have all the info there so that people can look at it and send in their suggestions. And then, yeah, we'll just work on this, and then eventually the stream will get done fully, where you guys will interact with the story that you have created along with me. So, thank you so much to everyone who visited my corner of the forest. I hope you guys had a fantastic time. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be. That being said, I will see you all sometime next week. And I guess keep looking out for updates in the future. Thank you so much! Bye-bye!